such a beautiful day today. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Relax, get yourself a hot drink just like I have, because we're going to talk about a topic that is highly controversial, but one that I feel needs to be covered. Throughout my lifetime, at least, there has been an increasingly asked question, and that is, how can I be happy? Until recently, there was a common answer to this, and that involved buying stuff. A lot of stuff. However, very recently, there is a new movement that has come in called Minimalism, and over the past year, I have found myself adopting a lot of minimalist attitudes towards life, and there are three main reasons why I've done this. I've always been a saver rather than a spender ever since I started paid work at the age of 17. With every paycheck I earned every month, I had this amazing amount of responsibility for what I'd earned, and there was this need in me to save that money rather than spend it. And look, I'm not saying that I saved every single dime that I earned. I did go out and buy clothes and products just like every other young adult. The point is, it was never in excess. Around this time, the want to save money was more about the fact that I'd never earned it before, and I wanted to have that in my bank as a way of maybe showing my self-worth. I don't know, but the point is, I wasn't saving it for a reason. It was only till later on that I knew that I should really start saving money to buy something big in the future, such as a house or a car. I just had this innate way of thinking that is very minimalist in nature, and I don't really know why. Let's move forward in time to around a year ago when I officially discovered the minimalism movement. I found this by watching videos on YouTube by Matt D'Avella and Ashlyn Eaton, who are fellow minimalists who spread this idea of living a more happy and affordable life. There is a common myth about minimalism that you are only supposed to own a certain amount of items of a thing. So you're meant to have 10 pieces of clothing and a certain amount of spices in your spice rack, or amount of plates or bowls. But actually, there is no one rule about how many limits there are on the amount of things you can own. So the whole point is to own stuff that you get continual use out of or adds a great deal of value to your life. The final reason minimalism has really spoken to me is linked to my own experience. I've learnt that in life, no matter where you are and no matter what you're doing, there is always something that you want. There is always something that you could achieve that you think would make you more accomplished and therefore happier. In D'Avella's documentary, The Minimalists, Less Is Now, T.K. Coleman quoted that everything that is the ceiling today becomes just the ground floor for a new level you're trying to get to. This quote resounds with me so strongly, and I'm sure it does with a lot of you as well, because there was this constant thought in my mind when I was growing up that if I did something, I would be happier. So, for example, if I got a degree, I would be happier. If I had a part-time job, I'd be happier. If I had a full-time job, I'd be happier. No matter where I was, there was always that thought in the back of my mind nagging me. And there was never a point where I would just look at where I was at that moment and be proud of the fact that I had got there and be proud of what I had achieved around me. And this is the problem. This idea of perfectionism applies to so many aspects of our lives, whether it's the perfect body, the perfect house, a job that pays a 6-digit salary. It is always the same vicious cycle. You accomplish something that you've always wanted to, and you're happy for a while, and then you long for something bigger and better, and this happens over and over. That's why so many rich people or famous people say that the money's not worth it, because despite what we're force-fed from a really young age, money did not give them unlimited happiness. So a great exercise for you to do is this. Imagine you are talking to your younger self and you are telling them everything you have accomplished in your life so far. Without a doubt, this younger self is going to be staring at you in awe and looking up at you as an inspiration. This will hopefully make you realise that it has taken a hell of a lot for you to get where you are in this moment. Alternatively, you can think of someone who has a part-time job when you're someone who has a full-time job and may not like your job that much. The part-time worker may think you have everything that they want, and it just makes you realise that no matter what you have, there is always something that you're longing for, and it just teaches you to be grateful for where you are. You have this fitness, you have that body, you have the full-time job that you've wanted for a long time. The ideals that this materialistic West has fed us for so long has caused this never-ending battle. With the emergence of social media and the internet, this message has been exacerbated through images of the perfect life, with people showing off their million-dollar homes, walk-in wardrobes, cars and dream careers. It's no wonder we're left feeling that we want more. Fashion retailers no longer have lines every season, but 52 times a year, a fact I was not aware of until watching the documentary Minimalism, a documentary about the important things, also directed by Diavella. The fact is that it's easier to fall into this trap than to question it, which is why materialism is so successful. But this new trend of minimalism is trying to nip that idea in the bud and tell people the truth. And what it comes down to is that you do not need stuff to be happy. Though it symbolises your success, it is a very wasteful way to live. Owning a smaller home, owning less clothes or buying secondhand is so much more environmentally efficient, as you're not taking up space that our ever-booming global population needs, something that isn't going to stop anytime soon. And you're not fueling the process of using extra material and emissions to wear those brand new clothes. Minimalism is about being happy within yourself, without feeling the need to buy stuff to cover up the fact that you might not be. Like I said, it's much easier to buy something to fill this void, especially when society tells you to, than addressing the problem within yourself. The latter option can take longer to carry out, but becoming aware of your thoughts and emotions is a much more healthy way, and dare I say cheaper way, to find happiness in life. Start to ask yourself the question, what brings me value in my life? As an example, mine would be being outside in nature, my partner, my dogs, my friends, constantly learning, mainly about history and the universe, and being creative, whether that be in the form of singing, playing guitar, or making YouTube videos. We are at a point in time where hopefully you're spending most of your time at home. Now more than ever would be the perfect opportunity to ask yourself what gives you value and to practice gratitude for the things that you do have, your home, your possessions, your hobbies, and maybe start to let go of the things that don't bring you happiness and don't bring you value in life. Thank you so much for making it this far through the video today. I hope I gave you some clarity on how we should really be more present in the moment and be more grateful for what we do have, and just stop looking towards the future so much. I mean, a little bit is fine, but if you do that too often, you just tend to lose sight on what is going on around you and all of the good stuff going on around you as well. And you know, the little things are the best things in life at the end of the day, and if you keep looking ahead and wanting more and more, you're going to miss those moments. So just keep that in mind. If you like this video, obviously give it a like and a comment, and do comment whether you'd like me to do this in the future, because I do have a lot of opinions on this subject of minimalism and being more happy by owning less, I guess, but I'm not an expert by any means on the subject, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, if you do want me to do more like that, then please let me know, because I will definitely do that for you guys. But until then, I will see you guys next week. Take care. Why do people beep every time I film? Pretty much is the way a minimalist, oh my god. To cover the fact that you might not, oh my god. I don't know what the question is.